Hello guys, welcome back again. It's Nyabo Hanse podcast hosted by Pablo_KE and
Tende _ Marwa.
so we're with
Yeah.
Tende here
Yeah.
because our brother never made it today. He's a
Yeah.
bit busy. That's Syntech. So I'm with Tende. I think you've seen her on YouTube.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think so.
she's a familiar face, right?
To some,
Yeah, to
but
some,
not
right?
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome again. It's like we never left. We are back again. So karibu sana. We are saying kura vitano. That's our Ted. How are you, Ted?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I thank the Lord.
Yeah.
He has kept me well. This is 2025.
Yeah.
It's another year. New things.
How is your journey? How's your journey been? Your YouTube journey?
My YouTube journey, let me say, how should I put it?
Yeah.
I'm doing YouTube as a hobby. I'm not doing it as something that a full-time job.
Okay.
But this year 2025, I need to be serious.
Not
even serious. I need to do more and more. Yeah. But with YouTube, it is like a hobby to me.
Okay.
Because I don't find it hard, or neither do I find it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a media person.
Yeah.
So let me say it is a win-win situation for me.
Wow.
Yeah. But so far so good people.
Yeah.
And we are finding the basement.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've had it from you've done media, right?
Yeah.
So
Professionally.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
so there are people in that I say like in that industry, and you know how Kenya works. In order for you to get a job, honestly speaking, you need to know someone, to know somebody. Because maybe in the past, I think it's where that they will come and recruit. Maybe you apply for the jobs, then they recruit you, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever done for any media house in the country here?
Yeah, I've worked.
Okay.
Several of them. By the time the first media house that I worked for was during the internship.
Yeah.
After 3 years of my training, I went for internship, the 4th year for 6 months.
Yeah.
And I worked for a community-based radio station for like 6 months. Then I moved to another station that belonged to the former premier.
Yeah.
Then he sold the station when I was blooming. Do you know how hard it is?
Wow.
When you are there? That's why even the Bible says when you are there, you are not yet there.
So
he sold out the station. It was a Swahili station, and with me, I am good in Swahili language.
Okay.
I used to broadcast in Swahili, write scripts in Swahili.
Wow.
By the way, I'm still doing a course in film production, and I just want to go solo, produce movies. I've written several of them, sold them out.
Yeah.
You know, in Kenya, you can. There is a time you let me say, you can have knowledge, you can have that experience, but getting that leeway, getting that chance of portraying what you have or what you know is so hard. Especially in the entertainment industry, my friend. And to make it worse, when you are a lady, it becomes more harder. I'm speaking from my own perspective, because like the movies that I'm telling you that I've ever written, I've written like 5 of them. I tried producing one, and to date I haven't been paid that I sold it out. The others, I used to write the series. I see them being aired on the TV. And it is under someone's name, you know.
So they shortchanged you.
Not even shortchanging. That is an agreement, because me by myself at Tende Marwa, I can't get that chance of selling my work and my job.
So you give it to someone?
Yeah, they assign you. Okay. There is an executive producer, there is a producer, assistant producer, scriptwriter. They just give out cash, they give you the storyline, or sometimes they tell you, we need a series or a movie that touches this and this and this. You go sit down, write a story, do a storyline, they pay you. Wow. That's how it works. So I've been working in the media for quite for long. Wow. And after the former premier sold out his station, I had to go back to school once again and continue studying. Then later I got a chance. I worked with DW Radio, that is Deutsche Welle.
Yeah, it is. They have a Swahili.
Yeah, they have a Swahili section. It's based in Germany. Then that's, though I need to clarify, I used to work as a freelancer.
Oh, okay.
As a freelancer, and also I had a chance of working with the Voice of America also as a freelancer. Then after there, you know, there is a way you can juggle. Then I started, why not join the consultancy industry, where I've worked in also, to date, I've worked as a training consultant, where we work or we train both soft skill and also industrial courses. But it reached a point, I said no.
Wow. You decided like now you
I want to go on my own, you know, bro. Listen, you know, sometimes you can have the potential of exploding or exploring, but having someone to get hold of your hand, especially in Kenya, in the media industry, is so hard.
So hard, I know.
So right now, that's why I started the YouTube. In my previous account, I used to have an account. It was based on news only. I used to post videos, Swahili, they were in Swahili, and write some, but they were faceless.
Okay.
Yeah, they were faceless.
So you're doing voiceovers.
Yeah, I used to do voiceovers. Like in Tanzania, if I happen to speak, someone will notice my voice, but they don't know who I am. Wow. You know, that's one thing with the radio, and I love about it. Okay. And I used to do human interest stories and also things touching girl child and women empowerment. So I used to go to the remote areas, do stories, then write scripts, then features. So they pay you. Yeah.
So you've touched something about girl child.
Yeah.
Recently here, I think this is a village of YouTubers, right?
Yes.
And you've heard mostly, I'll say mostly what have been happening to the girl child in the village here. So like you are one of the girl child champion, despite your media personnel, but at the same time, you are still pushing towards the girl child. So maybe my question is, what do you feel like, are we doing the right thing at the village here? So I won't like let me do it like a general thing, like other YouTubers, right? Rather than leaning on one side, because I know you know the rules and the regulation of the media. You know what someone can post and what one cannot post. Recently we've had so many stories, even they're not good stories. So you being like being a lady, how does that portray, like how does that portray the picture of people in the village in general?
Oh my God, you want me to talk about specific?
No, you can even generalize it. Yeah, or like what are we supposed to like
as a woman, or
as a woman,
from a woman's perspective? Yeah. Let me. This is my opinion, not your opinion. No, let's be a disclaimer, good people. It is a disclaimer. You know, having been born and brought up in this village, that is in this Nyabuhanse village, I schooled here. Both my junior high, my senior high, right? That's what they call it right now. I did school here in this village. So I left when I was joining the tertiary institutions. And one thing that how should I put it? One thing that is unique about me is that you know me from my childhood days, because we schooled together in same school, but separated when we joined senior high. You know, since my childhood, I was a person who is so vocal about girls' education, girl child, speaking up. You can also remember there is a time we had an organization from Sweden, right? Yeah, the same organization was of missionaries who came up, who built the school
before
we learned before politics came in, and they took over the beautiful academy that we were in. And I got sponsored by a certain man from Sweden.
This reverend, right?
Reverend. He was personally he sponsored me because he saw me as I spoke during the inauguration. Down there is a child fund. Kuria Child Fund. Down here. So that's why he noticed me. I was a very young girl.
I remember.
I was, I think, in class 2, grade 2, 3. He loved me, how I was speaking and vocal, and I was talking about children rights, what. And it is something that has been in me since my childhood days. So he took over. I got sponsored for the longest, and we used to go for competition. I still have the
photos, right?
Testimonials in the room. So it is something that I grew up with. I think it is also because of the teachers who are, or the environment where I was brought up. You know, we are coming from a community where some cultural practices seem to undermine, or some cultural practices in our community seem to sabotage some of the youths, especially girls. So that's why they chose me and other few ladies. I can remember used to talk about the girl child, and we used to speak against FGM. We used to speak against the early marriages. We used to go be trained, and we became vocal. You know, the other day when I came back home, I was so astonished because people were like, I used to read comments, and people were like, on other YouTubers here in the village, and people were like, there is early marriages in this village. It is the YouTubers who have brought it, causing early pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy. Because of YouTube. And I was like, what the heck? You know, good people, let me tell you, as much as I am a woman, I'm also someone's child. That's why that's why I call myself a girl. And there is something I need to clarify from my own perspective, is that when you are born and brought up, let me say, every woman or every girl comes from a home, right? And if that girl doesn't come from a home, there is a person behind her, a guardian, maybe be a guardian. If she doesn't have both parents, she may have one. And if she doesn't have those guardians, we have schools where we are being taught. Like for me, I was taught at an early age. I'm not that young that someone can say that these things were not being taught. We were being taught at an early age, you know, because we are being schooled at an early age, being told being warned about the teenage pregnancy, being warned about early marriages. Do you remember there is even a time you people used to get in?
In school it was so tough.
If you have ever written to a girl a love letter or something suggesting you are being disciplined, right? And your parents will be called over. That is something that was being instilled in us since we were young. And even the Bible says you train your child in a way that when he or she is grown up, he or she will never depart from it. So you want to I can't agree. I also disagree. I put the blame on our parents. Honestly, I heap the blame on our parents, because if I have a child and I'm not taking time to speak to my girl, I'm not taking time to speak to my boy, and instilling what is the discipline in that person. I know it is a Gen Z and Alpha generation. With me, I'm a millennial. Yes, it is, but still, we have churches. These people do go to church.
But then you can see, you know, we are saying this. At times we might be blaming our parents, right?
Yeah.
But at times we should not be blaming them, because like the things that are going, we are all grown-ups. You you know the repercussions after you've done a certain thing. Some people got families, and you know, most of the YouTubers in the villages here come from Christian families. They were raised through the church. You get all that. Some are Protestant, Catholics, and stuff like that.
Evangelical church.
We don't have, mostly don't have Muslim here.
Yeah.
We don't have that. So if you see and what's going on, do you think, is it because of poverty that someone does such kind of a thing? Do you think it's because of not being exposed? How do you call it?
Exposure.
Exposure. Or maybe because of naivety, that's why they end up doing such kind of a thing?
Pablo, let me tell you something. It is a personal decision. For real. There is no, do you want to tell me how many ladies are in this village who are YouTubers?
There are many.
Who haven't done whatever?
There are many.
There are so many.
Yeah.
And I always say there is a remnant. Me, I think it is pressure.
It's pressure. Peer pressure, right?
Peer pressure, like you've seen me with beautiful gadgets, like the GoPros. A GoPros, my friend are like,
like,
you know, even my bro was like, the other day he came from Mombasa and he was like, sis, how much is a GoPro? I told him, very expensive. You need to sell a land so that you can buy. No, you're not serious. Why? In Nyabohanse, everyone has a GoPro with a floater, with the yellow floater. You know, that is the signature of YouTubers here in Nyabohanse. Then you are like,
I need this.
Someone, Lucy, let me use Lucy. Is there any YouTuber known as Lucy in Nyabohanse? I'm giving an example. Don't come from me. Like an example, let me use my name. My baptismal name, Liz. Liz has a GoPro. And she has around 500 subscribers. She has not yet started earning.
And how did she get that?
How did she get it? You know, they go doing kind of shoddy things so that they can. I think it is social media pressure, which pushes them to want instant, what do you call it?
Like
it's like an oven achievement. Yeah, for real. Me, I always say oven achievement. I have nieces. I talk to them. I tell them it is upon them to choose wisely. You know, you cannot force me. You'll talk to me, speak to me. Not talking to each other. You know, there is a very big difference talking to each other and talking to someone. Yeah. So when I talk to them and I tell them, you just choose. It is upon you. It's your life, you know. And when you talk to a girl, for example, here in the village, and she doesn't heed to whatever you are saying, some of them will feel like you are jealous. Not even feel. Some of them say you are jealous of their achievements because you have not yet attained whatever they have. But in real sense, me, what I say, internet never forgets.
Yeah, true.
Internet never forgets, and sometimes also our subscribers do push us to that extent. I can say to some extent. And something funny is that I usually ask myself, if someone has decided to follow that route and made it in life, and they did it in private, then there is this concern that why should you come and expose someone's business online?
I wonder, because you know, we know how it's all started. And you know, I always tell people, there's nothing for free. There's nothing for free. I'll be honest with you. Even when I started my YouTube journey, there's this guy. I don't know, he's a guy, we call them trans guys, right?
Transgender.
Yeah. So that guy turned from male to female. So this person will come, like the moment I post a video, he'll be the first person to come. So I don't know if I call him. Is that he? Because he's a male. You know, the genes don't change. So, like, oh, Pablo, like you to go to Malindi, like, he promised me heaven.
He's a Kenyan?
No, from the United States. I'm like. So one day, I was heading to the church service, the Wednesday service. So the moment I go to the church door, she called me. Hi, Pablo. I told her, hey, I'm heading to the... Because I left my video premiering then, I was going to church. So the guy was like, hi man, I'm missing, I love you. I told him, listen, I'm a straightforward guy. And I'm a family guy. Just keep off. You know,
Oh
just
my
keep
God.
off. So the moment he went back, he blocked me everywhere. I said, God did a miracle. Why did it happen when the moment he got the charge? Because God saw like, hey, son, you're not going in the right direction. So I always keep telling the young men and young ladies in this village that there's nothing for free. Someone comes and support you from nowhere. There are those that does it genuinely. Trust me. I know of people that are being supported genuinely without people or without them demanding. But when you see that too much support.
What do you mean too much support?
No, there's a guy, you know, there's these like couples who come and support you little, like they send you, for instance, someone will send you like either $7, you get that. Time some will send you like $80. Someone can send you 70 or 100, you get that. Then takes long. But there are those ones can do it more than that.
But
the people receiving even 1,000, like.
But maybe they're receiving it in goodwill.
Tende. I have evidences and proof.
For real?
Like 4 people. 4. Like if that someone said, do what? Messages you via WhatsApp. Like, hey, I need this, and this. I like you. I don't know what. They start with, and you know, it's the fun. I've seen even people you can sit and some can show you messages. You're like, are you for real? The same guy that was sending you money. And mostly it happens to boys.
The ladies.
Now it reached a point. It also is happening to young boys. Look around. Most young men that are single. You know them, the young YouTubers. Some are the younger than us. Just look at their fancy lifestyle. What they like, partying every Fridays. Look at the number of the subscribers. They don't have another hustle. You get that? But it's party.
How about the views?
There are no views at the moment there. And you know, maybe you get, it's a few individuals that earn more. Not that much, like 2-3 people. 2-3 people. The rest, it's a struggle. But trust you me, people got money. One day we did a video with Syntech. At times people say Syntech has a what mouth? Like
gossip. Did I call you people gaslighters? You were
Syntech has a mouth like he doesn't have brakes. You get that? Syntech talk. So you know, most of the time I want to get information. Either Syntech will tell me or my brother Sejo, because Sejo is a reactor. Because you know, Sejo at times when drinks what he'll come to, hey, you don't know what's going on. Because I rarely watch videos, trust me. Even today told me so and so, I rarely watch people's videos because of that toxicity and all that. Yeah. I say, no, let me do me. You get that? So I'll get information from people. So whereby even young boys have been converted into this LGBTQ thing. You like, they're funny, you get them in groups. You're like,
you're speaking in Nyabohanse.
Yeah, Nyabohanse. We are like, God.
Are you for real?
Tende, there's a lot that's going on here. There's a lot.
And are these no, bro?
You can't believe it.
No,
you know,
no.
Even the moment I was told, at the first time I heard it from Syntech. Secondly, I heard it from my brother. You get that? Thirdly, now I started hearing, and you know, mostly when you walk either even to the salons where you make hair, you hear stories. At times when I take my girls, they go to be planted, you hear people like talk, you're like, what are they saying? You're like, no. By the way, when you see the lifestyle, they start by, they buy your bike for transportation. Then now you start like getting, because even the guys that have nice phones, iPhones, Samsung S, 23, 24, those Ultra, and you know they're very, very expensive. Like Samsung S 23, 24, it's around 150. That's around how many dollars? That's $1,000+.
$1,000+.
Right? Someone with 500 subscribers, 700. You cannot afford that.
But you should not rule out these. Let me say we shouldn't rule out that there are those who support genuinely.
Tende, there are those who support genuinely, but we know the support, how it goes. You can see even the work of things that they do. Like, hey, I'm supporting you here. I want you to paint your house. I'm supporting you. I want you to buy a door. You get that? But there are those like, hey, I want to know, what do you want? Like, I want this, have it. What do you want? You see? So that's how they start. Even there's one guy that I know was shown like, hey, if I just need a photo of you, then there was a car, a nice BMW car. Like, when you come with this will be yours. I'll process every document for you, everything. You come and be a citizen over that one was over United States. You get that? Very easy. Without any problem, without, you get that? But now, when the guy was like, no, I don't want that, the support stopped.
Serious?
Completely. It stopped like pop. Because he said, no, I can't do that.
But what we should know, Pablo, is that the internet space is so large to an extent that if you get into it without wisdom, let me say wisdom, and self-control, you'll find yourself, I don't know, in a jungle. Let's say it is a jungle of, it is a big jungle full of lions, cheetahs. So it is upon you to find a way that you walk through this jungle. And I'm saying that because even the other day I was reading about the Ghana. There is this what we call sex tourism. I think that is
like
the same
one
thing.
that happened even in our coastal part.
Yeah, I think that is the same thing going on here in our village. If that is what you're saying, for me, honestly, I don't know. I didn't know about it, and I don't want to say because that I know such a thing is going on, because I don't want to be sued of defamation. You know that we have now, right now we have a new sheriff in town.
True.
Content creators, we have to be very careful, and you'll find yourself in a big mess if we are not teamed, especially here in the village. I'm sorry to say so, because where we are heading right now, we have a new sheriff, that is the ICT, Information Technology Minister.
They're trying.
Yes, I mean, cabinet minister.
They're trying
is so
people
that
trying.
Guy is so dangerous. Let me use the word dangerous in quotes. If you are not mindful of whatever we post online, whatever we speak, we'll find ourselves in a great trouble. Having said that, you know, sex tourism haven't started today. And it hasn't started with Nyabuhanse village, honestly speaking. Let me talk about Kenya. Right now, I was reading about Ghana. It is so high.
Wow.
It is so high. And it isn't only from YouTube or social media platforms. There is a time we did a research it was in 2014-15 in Mombasa. That's the coastal region of Kenya. And it was so disheartening for me, or it was, I don't know which word to use correctly. Do you know, it came to an extent of where there was something we call wife swapping.
Wow.
Even to date, wife swapping takes place in the coastal part of Kenya here. That falls under sex tourism. And if you ask me, many of us don't know that they're practicing whatever the sex tourism in quotes. They don't know that is what they're practicing right now. If that is what is happening here in the village, then that is sex tourism. Because this is so rampant. I knew it is so rampant in the coastal region of Kenya because of the tourists who come in during this. They call them summer bunnies.
Summer bunnies.
Summer bunnies.
Social media. What's the meaning of that?
The summer bunnies, when they come in, my friend. Do you know there is a county, Kwale County in Mombasa? Kwale is a county and Mombasa is a county. So in Kwale County, where there is Diani, there is Ukunda, those are the fancy places that
beach places.
That's where these summer bunnies always come and camp, and most of ladies and even young men travel from up country to Diani to wherever, to Kunda, just to go hunting.
That's the south coast.
The south coast part of Kenya, and they go hunting for prey like that. And little they know that they are going there for sex predators. They are going to meet sex predators. These sex predators, online sex predators, they will come. Yes, they'll have a night stand with you, but unknowingly they record you.
Wow.
Those people go sell. What people don't know, if that is what is going on here in the village, they also resell. Have you ever thought someone giving you over $1,000 just like just out of a blue moon because you have sent him or her something that is so private? Have you ever thought, why has he sent me a lot of cash? So much.
So they make
because they make more than whatever they have sent you. You know? And this thing has been going on for a while. Let's say it is just that it is now it has now reached in the village, countryside, but in the coastal part, in the cities,
it's been there.
These things are there, and there are even websites where they do these things. They sell these things where you find ministers, big people, where they pay for 30 seconds, where they pay for 20 seconds, certain amount. There is a certain content creator who leaked. I don't want to mention his name here. He's a famous content creator here in Kenya, in the country, and he has a large following online. There is a day he leaked that link by mistake, and people were flooding, the site. So you have to pay. Imagine you pay like 250 Kenyan shillings to watch something that is of 30 seconds. You know, they go with categories. Like VVIP, VIP, regular, normal. The same thing in Mombasa. There are places where buildings where if you want someone, you go for VIP. They go with the age 19 to 24 until to the regular. So me, what I would like to say is that I think it is just peer pressure, social media peer pressure, and wanting to get instant progress in life, let's say microwave achievement, without thinking of the repercussion. You know, my late dad used to tell me, you're not thinking beyond your nose.
Maybe apart from that, maybe they are influenced, because you know there's so many youth are in social media right now. And you can see in Kenya where people come and flaunt cash in social media, we do what do they call it?
Oh my brother,
they do
wash
cryptocurrency, bro. They do trading. They what trading?
There is nothing like cryptocurrency.
But when you see most of them end up dying, do you know that? Most of them end up dying, end up being killed.
Like the two brothers who died recently in Mombasa. And they were floating online like they're doing cryptocurrency, but it isn't that. Those people were con men. They're
calling people to their social media.
Yeah, and they're very bright students. They're very bright young men.
Like the Mulot boys.
The Mulot boys, they hack your account. They are good in ICT. The computer science
and
students.
That's what the government should. You know why I like about developed countries? You know what I like about them?
Yeah.
They tap that. No, they take you as an individual. They go now either train you. That's what most developed countries do. But you know, in Africa, they rarely invest in those brands.
No, they don't invest. They take you, for like example, let's say the Molot boys. They will have taken them. They show them the hack. Then they get killed all along. I don't know whatever happened. But that's how they do it. And another thing is that some of us young people, both young men and boys, we hide. There is a curtain behind the scene. Whatever we do, just to float on social media is so pathetic. Like in Nairobi, there is a place called Kilimani, my brother.
Yeah, Kilimani. You know, I was working there. We used to work there.
Shit. Kilimani is Sodoma and Gomorrah.
You see what used to see in K Street, Koinange? Now, when we used to leave work, because we used to leave work at around 11 p.m., you get fine girls. They're all lined like
at Kilimani.
You know, our offices used to be there. You see where Citizen, I think it's Citizen Radio is. How do you call it?
Baricho Road.
Chaka Place.
Chaka
Place, right?
Yeah.
So opposite there, our offices were there. So we used to come. You know that whole area covers
all the way to Adams.
Adam, you know,
Adams
from DOD. You see what DOD is, that roundabout?
Yeah.
Department of Defense. Then now you go all the way to Yaya Center answer. It used to, like, you, when it gets at around 8, 9 p.m.
That's so early.
Trust you me, you're like, what are they doing here? You get that? And it's very normal.
It is normal for
and the county askaris knows. And you know, you'll see people with fancy cars. They'll come and stop, pick the lady, go. I know the young lady, ladies. So one day we managed to give some a lift. They request of us, can you drop us in town? So the driver joked like, most of the time, because the driver knows them, most of the time when you come, we drop you like, does this thing really pay? Bro,
it does.
You know why I'm leaving? You know what I'm saying? I can't work from morning to evening. Even she was saying, you guys have been programmed. You've been programmed. Like, you know, it's a system programming you to work from 8, I don't know what. You get home when you're tired, you can't think of yourself. No, I earn. You're like, God damn it. I earn good money. So it's like, it's something that people have been used to. You're like, God, where are we heading? Like people.
You know something that
these are end times that we've been told. We have been told in the Bible.
But in Kilimani now, it has gone to another phase. Yeah. Right now, they don't go line up, do whatever you are talking about. They do other shoddy things.
Yeah, in houses.
Get paid in houses.
Yeah, you've heard that.
And I felt like maybe this thing is like
it's like a cult. It's like a cult.
Now it has moved from being a business into a cult, into something else. I don't know. I just don't know. Right now, if you tell me I'm staying in Kilimani, I'm like, I will run.
Because you see, there's some ladies that most of the guys from West African countries, our brothers.
I don't want to mention them.
People say maybe you're attacking
I'm attacking.
Because they're the one who
and also in Zimmerman.
So they go to nightclubs.
Yeah, with strong perfumes.
They look for girls. Like they buy you drink, another very expensive drinks.
Yeah.
Like they take you, because what I've been reading on the social medias, they go get like 3-4 girls. So they're saying, hey, like you're getting they call here in Kenya, you've been chipoed. They take you, but the moment you get there, they no longer need like that sex or whatever.
No, nothing.
Now you're doing different things.
Yeah.
Like at times.
No, nasty. You don't want to mention it here. I don't want to mention it here.
Then. I don't know. I was reading.
Not even reading. There is a testimony from a few of those ladies. I've come across a testimony from those ladies, and they call themselves socialite.
Yeah, socialite.
Or they appear in the clubs to be paid, but in real sense, whatever they do behind the scene, it is so nasty. And she was like, I don't advocate it for any lady, even if is someone that I hate so much to pass through whatever I've been doing. People should be just contented with whatever they have. And I was like, what is this girl? She never wanted to be
to expose
because it was on a national TV.
They might come for
but
you too.
The things that go on in Nairobi or in these big cities are overwhelming. Right now, if you can see, or if you do watch news most of the time, there is a rise of femicide here in Kenya, and you are like, what's really happening? Or we have reached to an extent where ladies, young girls, women, mothers, wives are being butchered like
that's what I'm telling you,
and I'm like, you know, I used to tell mom, my mother, there is a day we used to talk with her. She saw a young lady, a 24-year-old university student, body dumped at Ngong, 3 weeks ago. And I told mom, she was like, this is whatever you people do in the city. And I told, no, don't be surprised that one day you'll find someone from around here going through this. It may not be me as your daughter or someone else, but what you should do, pray over it. And believe you me, The other day, right now we have a burial of a young lady who was butchered, and she's from this village.
She was butchered and dumped.
In
when was that?
Langata Cemetery.
Yeah.
We are insecure. We are, yani, I don't know how to put it. Not even insecure. Young ladies, girls, right now we are on, how do I put it in a layman language? Right now we are on, I don't know how to put it, because if you are not careful,
because what I feel like they're being endangered.
Exactly. That's the word I was looking for.
Because someone can trick you, like he's your boyfriend, you've dated for a while, but all of a sudden, even there's a guy who was caught with having limbs the
other day,
and in a bag.
Do you know, it is something that caught my attention is that they were childhood sweethearts.
Yeah,
born and brought up in the same village, went to the same school. Now she's found dead, and
the husband I think it's because of the cult thing. So they're doing with like human sacrifice. It's being happening a lot. I don't think
so. I think it's because we watch a lot of things on social media.
Because why should someone go kill, like?
Or was he trying to hide evidence?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Carrying it, and I wonder, like, someone body on your back.
Oh my goodness. So me, what I would say is that the era that we are living right now, I think most of us young ladies and also men, it's because of social media pressure. We want a lavish life, and we don't want to work for it. And another thing is lack of employment. People have gone to school. People are so learned, and
there's no work.
So the knowledge that they have, they direct it, like the ICT.
Yeah, they use
the whatever. Instead of that,
bank accounts.
Yeah, they hack people's accounts because they're unemployed right now, and they have the knowledge. And another thing is that I think right now, the era that we are living in, I'm not a moral cop nor police to lecture someone on how he or she should carry himself, but I still blame the environment and parents. As much as you are saying we should not heap the blame on the parents, I still blame them, because I think this is a personal decision, because at home you have your child. Whenever the girl or the boy is leaving, some of our parents take time to talk to us? No, because they're busy looking for money to cater for us.
That's what I told you.
And we remain neglected.
I did so, like we've been programmed. Like you need to work. You can't think out of the box.
Yeah.
Time was in the city. There's no time that I'll be having for my kids. Trust me.
It is true.
I'll go very early when they've left for school,
and come back late when they're asleep.
So you got no time to do what? To bond.
Yeah,
you get that?
Bond with the kids.
Because I remember one day my Stephanie telling me, like, Daddy, why do you don't have time for us? It really hit me. Because you always think about work. You come home. I mean, there's people who live like the people who don't have families, live in the city. Only pay rent to come and get some rest where you like. You don't have time to stay in the house. That's the world that we are today. And when you see, for instance, many people leaving the country, going like in the UK, living to the US, abroad, to go look for better lives. But for instance, now you see like the president, the American president, are saying,
"Oh my goodness, illegal migration."
But people being deported. And it's serious. Trump means business.
Oh shit! I can't imagine some of us who are aspiring.
So you need to go with the correct or the right way. That means you need to do your paperwork. And the problem is you can go for interviews and interview most of the United States embassy, and it's very expensive. It's around
it's
very expensive. But now even people are saying that we should be refunded back the money. You know that?
Are you sure they will refund?
They don't refund.
They don't.
About the United States, the illegal migrants. There's somewhere that I saw someone saying, these people came here without nothing, and they're living with big vehicles, massive cars. Like you got those the GMCs, I don't know what. So one person told them, you know what, the problem with you guys here, you like the white collar jobs.
Yeah.
But these guys do hustle like 3-4 jobs they do. Some say no, even they were given credit cards with the former regime, that's Joe Biden and Kamala Harris regime. But people are saying no, people do and save. So you know and what I've noticed, mostly the African Black Americans, right, the ones that were born and raised there, are the one who are against that. Like, no, these people need to leave.
Why?
These people need to leave. They are fighting their own. Like, they've taken the whole. But I remember these people, they can't do, they call them the dirty jobs. They call them dirty jobs, whereby the illegal migrants, usually it's easy to get them to get cheap labor. They can do it like that. I remember there's a friend of ours who told us, I wanted to do I don't know what in my house. I went to the company. They told me, they gave me a big quotation. I said, okay, fine.
He did it. He did it.
He just walked. When he got the guys, how much can you do this? And the good plumbers and stuff, they came and fixed it. I paid them. Why should I go to the company? I'm paying a lot.
That is,
and the guys who can do it,
the lifestyle in Kenya.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So those people are living, but trust me, it will be also with the effect. There's a negative effect on that because of labor. People who work in their farms,
let's say they had collar jobs, something of that sort.
So it will affect them. But on the other hand, on a positive side, let people go there in the proper way, shortcuts. There was a time I was seeing a clip of young men, black men crossing into France. They were saying, like, praying to God that how we've reached to France. Like, now people are cursing them. But someone told them, someone said, you don't know how difficult. Yes, it's difficult, but why can't you use the right way? You see, like what I showed you, there's a clip you saw a certain Kenya, like, having surrounded. And you know, in the US, when you say one illegal, they pay you $750.
And I'm sure if there is a Kenyan there,
there's someone making money. It's like if I give 4, 5 guys, 20 guys.
My friend, you've already calculated ahead.
There's one guy who decided to snitch on 2 ladies. So I think maybe people are saying he's a Kenyan. People are saying maybe that guy tried dating them, but they refused. So he's like, it's payback time. They've been deported.
But one thing is that what surprises me is that it isn't only people from the African continent that are illegal migrants.
Yeah,
there. I saw some from Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico are the one who went with cars.
The Mexicans. There were so many. Then I was like, what the heck?
There are so many.
That is all.
Another problem is tender what these colonizers created. They came to Africa. You know, Africa, God blessed. Africa is a blessed land.
Our continent.
Africa, it's where we had the Garden of Eden. Do you know that? People will not agree about. That's where we had. Africa got gold. We got I don't know what. But trust me, these people come and get it from here, and go develop their countries. So we got leaders who like they can't work on their own or what they have.
You are saying they're Western puppets.
Yeah, they're Western puppets. So,
oh my goodness.
African will be in a program like it's a poor. For instance, in Africa, you mostly live in the village. African in general, when they see the white man or white lady, you see how the approach
see
is.
Money. They are, yeah.
I saw a certain video. Sorry to say, this for Christmas list. Gone to Guyana. You know, most of Guyana, the life they're blacks, and then most people struggle. But the moment they saw I think people were like, wow, this is a white man. Like, they were having cameras. So back in my mind, I was like, what if a black guy goes there? Can he have that welcoming?
But I saw Udemaya was there. But he didn't have that.
He didn't even have that, right?
Yeah, but one thing I like about him, I saw him meeting the president of Guyana.
Yeah, he went there.
Like,
this
is a Pan-African.
That guy's a big.
So I think that is how human beings we are programmed.
It's cause how the colonizers brought us attended. Like, we are coming with bread, we are coming with this, we are coming with this. There's where Syntek was saying they come with a Bible, they give us a Bible, and they take our gold. They take it on our oil. That's the thing.
Talking of gold, it's the same thing that is causing skirmishes in DRC,
like Congo.
Now in Congo. Then I'm like the other day, yesterday, I think I was watching the news and I saw the president of Kenya, because he's the head of AU, right?
Yeah.
And is trying to get in touch with the East African countries so that they can find a way that are going to send troops there, because now Congo is part of us.
Yes,
it's part of
East
Africa, and we can visit Congo without.
And I saw on X where he tried reaching out to the president of France. What's the name? Macron or what?
Whatever. I don't know.
People really came hard on, like, are you serious? An African problem.
You want to take it to the
outside? Why can't we sort our own? And it made sense to me. Like, why can't you sit down? People know where the problem is. Trust me. People know where the Congo problem is.
They know.
They know. It's all on social media. People know.
Not even on social media. Some of the media personalities did a documentary, research on that, but there is something that happened. They squashed the everything from online. They don't want it to get to people outside here.
They know where the problem is.
It's the same thing we used to see in Southern Sudan and Sudan. And it is I don't know. I don't like politics anyway. But if only the continent of Africa would come join hands, of which it is going to be hard.
Very difficult.
They will find their own solution and then
you see the problem where now people in Congo are giving praises to M23 rebels.
Yeah.
But I saw another clip whereby machineries are now guarding, protecting the mineral fields. And you know what?
Then you wonder.
They're all white men, like then we are not solving any problem.
But with me, I don't know. Some things I don't think that we are in a position to speak about that in this podcast, because it is way beyond us.
Yeah.
And one thing I know for a fact, there is also fear of unknown among us, especially the content creators here in Kenya, and also in the village.
Yeah.
We tend, some of us don't know what we call cloud chasing. You cloud chase, yes, but have some limit. There is a limit to everything. So you find yourself cloud chasing and then going personally about someone. And this thing, if people are not careful, it will drag us down.
You know, most people here, what is going on here, most people don't talk to each other, if you know that. Most YouTubers, they fear, because you came and said bad things about me. When you see me, the moment you see me coming, you go, because you feel guilty. It's been happening.
Oh my
Because if you know you're doing the right thing, why run away? You get that? Because I'll still go back to the subscribers. Are the one who are doing all this.
Do you think?
Why should you rush? Come, if you give one person a blackout on that, if he does the second one, you know he or she'll change up. And you know, all these people we call reactors, I've never seen a female reactor in the village here. We used to have positive ones, but
what do you mean by positive? Let me tell you something.
No, just a moment. You know why they used to call them positive? They used to be like, they are defending our brother. You get that? When there were some people who were hitting. But now, we don't have that. I don't know, maybe they fear.
One thing I know, Pablo, let me tell you something. There is nothing like positive reaction or negative reaction. No, serious. There is nothing like positive or
they used to call themselves lazy guns.
Let me ask you, when you mix, was it called sodium or what? When we were in the lab, is that
the solution, the final solution? So there's nothing.
Potassium. It wasn't
called. It's like when it reacts,
does it react in a positive way or a negative way? With me, one thing I know, and I'm saying this without fear without fear or contradiction, that there is nothing like a positive reaction or negative reaction. One thing I know is that we all have freedom of speech. We are in Kenya. According to Article 34 of Kenyan Constitution, we have freedom of speech. But you are being told where your freedom ends, that's where mine that's what starts. But we should be careful, because there is a very thin line between bullying and having freedom of speech. True, you know, there is a way you can portray something, it turns into bullying, rather than freedom of speech. It's the same thing I'm seeing here in the village.
True.
Like exposing.
So the bullying left, right, center.
Yeah, no, I'm saying this without fear and contradiction. I don't care. People are bullying each other in this village that they're exposing. No, that is cyberbullying, bro. That's cyberbullying. But there's a very thin line between exposing and being.
That's what I'm telling you. This all narrows down to supporters.
What do you mean supporters?
Subscribers.
Are they the ones who put what's in your mouth?
Even if they don't, if you give that person a block or like, we are tired of this content, let's not watch it. You know, that
they don't watch. They don't watch.
Go see the views. Are you serious? Do a normal vlog.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it all depends with the kind of audience you
have.
That's
the thing. So if someone says, one day ask one guy, like, hey, why do you do this?
Because of
he told me, man, there's money there. There's money there. For instance, Pablo, show me your videos. I showed him, okay, look at my paycheck after the end of the month. Yeah, I was making good money.
But reaction doesn't have money, my brother.
Tende.
Do people watch from end to end?
Yeah, reaction, because they want to hear what you talk. Like
that is not reaction. That is gossip.
That's how they react. They call them reactors.
You know, gossip.
So
that's
when you do a normal vlog, like, hello guys, it's Pablo _ KE. This is our village. This is how we plant. These are flowers. No one comes and watches.
Ask me.
Yes. You've done it.
Ask me. You are talking about me. Like me, I love doing things that even if you and your girls
can come and watch
are watching, you are comfortable watching it. But if you extend to do something that is explicit,
it's attacking,
not even attacking, it isn't good for the kid, because it's like you're instilling fear, hatred, and that's something I've realized here in the village.
Yeah.
We are full of malice, full of hypocrisy, full of hatred. And if you try to, someone will be like, whatever you're doing isn't all that good, whatever, you should stop. But behind the scene is chochering.
And you know those people, even they're being sent money, like, I want you to do a certain video on this and this and this. They have even evidence. Someone can have your evidence. You've been recorded secretly. And you know now that's against the laws. They send it, then that person send it to these people, the so-called reactors. Like, I want you to do a video either on Pablo or on Tende. You know, that's what happens. That's what I'm telling you. It starts from somewhere. These people are the one, like, they send you money, like, I want you to react. You sit there, they're fighting someone.
Have they forced you to react?
Because of poverty, because of money. That's what nothing like
you. Do you want to tell me in the village we are in an adjective poverty? No.
We are not.
We are not.
That's why,
what parts of Northeastern you know what
that's
poverty
why we started
is.
telling you, because of peer pressure and what you see people in gadgets, you end up wanting to live that kind of life.
Social media pressure, so wanting constant or instant.
So guys, we're going to end this one here. Kindly remember to subscribe.
Yeah.
Once a podcast take us to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. Also go watch it.
Tende _ Marwa. You know, whenever I say Tende _ Marwa, people are like, Marwa, that's my real name.
Yeah, that's a real name.
And you know, Marwa is a community name. And people should stop saying that I'm masquerading in Marwa's name. That is not.
Those are names that's in a national ID.
Exactly. That's how they, even on my birth certificate, that is my name. So thank you, Pablo, for having me on this podcast. At least we have talked. We have spoken. Oh, do we say spoken? We have touched on very different areas. So many. So I think this time around, 2025, are you people going gossip free?
We've never done gossip.
You're gaslighters.
We're never.
Is this a new beginning where you don't want to do?
You know, that's the time we are unique. We are unique.
We
do different things, but trust me, you'll be able to see more things. Remember, the Bonsa podcast is not going to die. It's going to die.
Are you sure?
It's not going to die. No, because you know we are very busy. At times, Syntax, like now, he's not here. Our producer times will travel because he does like shoot music videos, gospel music, like. So I have. So, but now, trust me, we'll be getting videos now. We're getting videos. Keep watching. like, share, comment.
My
Also, you can go watch
yeah, I call you village gaslighters.
Like,
I wish I would have
Sintake
here together.
Soon come.
But he has a show. Is he on air, right?
Yeah.
Good people, thank you for watching to this end. Mad love and God bless you.
Love you guys.
Go check me on Tende_Marwa once again.
Maybe social media pages. Do you have like?
Tende_Marwa in all my social media pages.
All right, guys, and also go watch at Pablo_KE. IG it's Pablo_KE1. I love you. Be able to see you again. Bye bye for now.